boobies were hanging out, and she had
a big old dildo in there.
She had a rubber wiener taped to her stomach.
I've never seen the likes of that.
The radio's on the internet now.
Playing Dickie Doos there, waiting for him to come in.
It's the greatest show of all time.
It's the best.
I like a bologna.
You gotta go home, Taff. I said, why'd you make me? And I threw them.
He's making kissy eyes at the piano, man.
I seen him do it.
Dancing in front of a jukebox.
And she dances her freaking clothes right off.
You don't
let him carry his own freaking pee bucket.
Let
There's
him
no
carry
reason he can't
his own
pee bucket.
effing pee bucket. We watched it, so you don't have to. Welcome to Golden Fears. My name is John Forward. I'm the producer for this show. In a moment, I'll be bringing out my great aunt Edna and her friend Taffy, and they're going to be talking about this movie right here, Tromeo and Juliet. And you know, I thought I would reward the ladies with a nice Shakespearean adaptation. I thought they might like that. So again, this is Tromeo and Juliet. According to the back of the box, the Qs and the Capulets have been engaged in a years-long rivalry, which has fostered such a vicious feud that they've each forbidden their children from having any contact with those of the other. When lovable and smut-obsessed slacker Tromeo Q and his friends decide to sneak into a lavish party being hosted by the chaste and proper Juliet Capulet, the two fall in love at first sight. Realizing that they must keep their passion for each other secret, especially as Juliet's father has pledged her as a bride to a meat-obsessed business associate, their forbidden love threatens not only to destroy the families, but also begins causing mayhem and bloodshed all around them. The first of director Lloyd Kaufman's, from the Toxic Avenger fame, his official adaptations of William Shakespeare. This is very official. Tromeo and Juliet is a wild punk reimagining of the Bard's eternal doomed romance, only with non-stop gore, nudity, and giant mutant genitals. This is Golden Fears. Welcome. Set amongst the denizens and outcasts of squalid New Jersey, standing in for a modern vision of Verona, and featuring a screenplay co-written by soon-to-be major director in his own right, James Gunn. It says here from Slither and Guardians of the Galaxy, also Scooby-Doo, the new Superman movie, Peacemaker, all that. In his on-screen debut, music superstar Lemmy from Motorhead, and Will Keenan as Tromeo. So anyway, Vinegar Syndrome is proud to bring us this funny, gross, altogether unpredictable, and incredibly moving love story for the ages. To UHD and Blu-ray, restored to 4K, director's cut, etc., etc. Anyway, very special treat. Ultra HD, as it was not meant to be seen. Mono soundtrack with 4K. Anyway, it's pretty good. I don't know how the ladies are going to feel about it, but Edna, come on over here. So Hi, Jonathan. The show's going to have a little bit different format. We're in this fancy new studio.
Yeah.
And
pictures not in the middle.
This is it's going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to be able to sit directly across from you guys to help you out with this. I'll be in the production booth over there, but I'm here, and I have faith in you, Edna, that you can make this happen. Something weird's happening with my.
Well, I guess we'll be okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna get out of the way. Taffy, come on in.
Taffy, come on in. He's done his little ramble. And we're ready to start the show. We can say hi to the people.
Hello.
We can't both say hi. It just has to be one. Jonathan said that one of us does it, and then it will zoom in. I don't think it's working, though, but that's okay. So yeah,
I gotta do it in here.
I like the couch,
cat.
but it's we don't
cat.
have the
There
table
he
in
is.
front of us, and I don't like this situation at
What are
all.
you talking about?
But anyway, this is
I look pretty good under these lights, Ty. Look at
yeah, and yeah, the picture's not in the middle.
it's not supposed to be. That's art.
That's
artistic.
That's what they call a technical snafu in the business.
Well, that's crazy.
Jonathan says they have the engineers. They're working on it.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna try to move the whole wall so that the picture lines up better with
Where
the
that
couch.
one there?
Yeah, they're gonna cut the wall off at the top and the bottom, and they're gonna scoot it over a little bit more towards you.
Isn't that something? They can do anything these days.
It's a beautiful painting. I brought that from home.
Lovely. That's great, Edna. Real good. That's great.
So this is it's hard not sitting with Jonathan. He's over in the booth over there.
Where?
He's over.
Oh
there
yeah.
somewhere.
Okay.
He's up top in the up there. And so this is Golden Fears.
Sure is.
My name is Edna Fairweather.
Yeah. I'm Taffy.
Taffy, I'm jealous of your little bracelets.
Well, listen. Let me show you something. Let me show you something.
Girl.
Let me show you something. Give me your hand. All right, I'm going to try and do it. They do. Hold it up there so you don't want to be behind the movie. You go like, how do you do it now? You go like this, and then you go like this. You go like this. And they call that doing candy. They call that doing candy.
Who calls that? They call that
on the kids on the internet. The ones they go to they go to all those dances, those sexual dances that they do in the desert.
No, it's some good. Sexual dances
all right.
in this movie.
Well, let me tell you, these films that your nephew's getting us, Jonathan. I think you're doing this on purpose. I think he's
headphones on. He's not listening.
I think he's showing. Well, he don't listen when you talk to him right to his face, so I don't know why that'd be any different. Now listen here. Now, what's that? Oh, you ever see that guy? Yeah, the Judas Priest. He talks about his cats on Facebook.
There's a priest in the movie.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he was a hero or a bad guy.
Well,
as is
most people are both.
Case.
Most people are both. A little bit of goodness, got a little bit of sadness. Yin yang. That's what they call that.
So Jonathan says this is a movie based on William Shakespeare. I just because I'm an old gal doesn't mean that I never did any. There's no Shakespeare for me.
Well, let me tell you something, Edna. There was times in this movie I didn't have a lick of a clue what they were trying to say. Sometimes they were saying normal,
talking all funny, and
then
weird.
Other times they were talking about Old English.
See how she leans her cheek upon her hand? That I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Because that's what Shakespeare did.
It's just hey.
Excuse me. Oh my gosh.
Love your boobs in the morning and the sunset, and it rhymed. I wasn't good at coming up with a rhyme.
And then the guy there,
the
guy from what's that band? Radiohead. That guy from Radiohead's on there, Larry. Larry,
the gross man with the
Larry. So he comes on. He's talking.
Said he was from the House of Motorhead.
Well, I don't even know if he knew what he was talking about. I couldn't make heads or tails of it, and I don't think it was just because he was talking Shakespeare.
And everything once real seemed like pretend.
I don't know. He wasn't speaking.
Well, careful now,
he wasn't speaking right
Edna, hun. Jeez, you got me all wound up. Must be those edibles have been.
Maybe you should be careful, Taff.
I gotta be careful.
Yeah, Lammy from the House of Motorhead. He gave his little speech at the beginning. Let me get my book out there too. Just a dirty man standing in the street.
It looks like if an ashtray got on there and was like, I gotta get myself on Tinder.
I think he had a sore throat.
Yeah.
And I had a sore throat of all the yipping and yelling I did in this movie. The first thing we see is a poor little squirrel. He's strung up on us.
Yes. What a sin. I saw that and I thought, you know what? Bet like that one's trying to get up into Edna's bird feeder.
Well, if it's that one, then it's okay. But I don't think this is a different one.
Can't stop taking a peek at myself.
But he
got my new shirt on.
My
back hurts and my body hurts too.
Yeah. Well, I thought this was I thought we were gonna. I wore a nice shirt.
Yeah,
here.
you always look
just
nice.
Wear a t-shirt.
You always look
okay
nice.
Too.
And while we're just having a relaxing time, just a couple old dolls watching the flicks.
It's a professional show.
All right then.
T-shirt and velour pants. It is, I guess.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying. I got this. I think I wore it on a different episode though, so I don't know. But
you're getting a little saucy tonight, Edna.
Right after the squirrel man's ears got ripped off, and I don't.
Oh
even
yeah, I
know
saw
how.
that.
I don't
Didn't
know
really
why.
get that part.
I thought it was a flash forward, and it didn't even come back. It's just a dead squirrel in a man's ears. Welcome to the movie.
I think they just did it and thought, geez, we can't cut that out of the film.
Welcome to the.
We did that.
So what was the booby clock count?
Booby clock. We got we started that film 7:04. Got the first one there 7:09. That's a 5 minutes there. I don't know. That might be the record. No, that's not the record. That can't be the record. And I think pretty sure we saw one.
I think this one has the record for sharp objects
getting a needle right through the old titty.
Going through the.
Couldn't believe the sight of that.
Her nipple. She seemed to be okay.
She liked it.
She liked it.
That's all right. I don't judge that. If anyone thinks I'm judging, I'm not judging it. It's not for me. I don't like it. But I'm not judging it.
That was some party they were at. There's people. They're dirty dancing,
rubbing all over each other, rubbing on that, rubbing on the Windows 95 computer they got going in the corner,
getting an earring put in their nipperoos.
Yep.
And there's these two people, and they were all humping and kissing, and a man came over,
slopping right on each other.
He said, "Hey, that's my sister." And
my sister.
Go good. Somebody's going to talk.
Someone with some honor coming in here. Censored family.
But the sister didn't like it. She said she got mad at her brother. She said he just scared off the best F in the bar.
Now, can you believe that? Don't be going around with men in the bar. Let me tell you that.
It's a sin.
I might have done that, and that's how I know. That's how I know you shouldn't do it.
But,
you know what happens? Your back hurts and your body hurts.
Yeah, and then but then you think that this is the one nice boy in the movie that's standing up for his sister.
Well, guess what? Don't gotta worry about that too much, do you?
He starts grabbing on his sister in a familiar way.
I didn't care for that. I didn't care for that.
It's not good. And
these films are pornographic.
It's violent. Everybody started fighting.
A lot of them have green slime in them. This one not an exception.
Slime. Look, green foam. Yeah. More foam than
little
slime.
Foamy. A little bit more foamy than slimy. Yeah.
But they were fighting, and then so that's the Capulets. They're having a party, and everybody's poking holes in their boobs and trying to touch their sisters' butts.
That's disgraceful.
But then
what are we going to the friggin' Burning Man? Do you know what that is?
No, I don't.
That's when they go in the desert. I did that bracelet on you. They do that there.
Old Edward down the road, his house. He fell asleep with a cigarette in his mouth, and he burned up.
No, that's different. Shame. That's a different one, though.
Real shame. Rest in peace, Edward.
Rip, Edward.
But so then we think, oh, these Capulets, these are the wild, crazy nuts. Let's go to the other side, and we meet the Qs, and they're no better.
Listen, his father stayed to him, loaded drunk.
Wherefore art thou, Tromeo?
Laying on the ground, farting.
Laying and farting,
just letting it rip.
Drinking. and then two. I think that's all. They didn't show too much. They just needed to have a scene with the man rolling around and farting drunk, and then the bad Q cousins. They go over to Mr. Capulets' house and they start singing a song about him outside his window.
Capulet, I'm a big fat pig. Sing along. I'm Miss Capulet. You know that I'm Get away from my house, you little.
Now, I didn't think that was very nice, because think about the neighbors. They're the ones, they didn't even do anything to deserve that. And then you got these, pardon my French, jackarses sitting out in the yard. They're singing and going on.
Well, Jonathan was saying that in his by his house, his neighborhood Facebook group, they're talking about people yelling and screaming all the time.
No.
Or maybe are they singing songs at people's houses that they don't like?
I don't know. I didn't hear none of that. They don't get that out my way.
Hell in a handbasket. This whole
Can't believe
world.
the state of that.
But they're singing, but I felt bad. I felt bad for Mr. Capulet that these rowdy boys were singing and dancing outside his window.
Yeah.
But then he started beating on his wife, and I'm like, no, this is a bad man.
Really tuned her up too. He shouldn't be acting like that.
I'd do more than sing a song outside that slimy man.
I'd be putting that right on News Chaser if I ever seen anything like that.
No,
don't you think I wouldn't do that? I'm not too old to be posting on News Chasers.
He needs a punch in the lunch more than he needs a song in his ear.
Yeah.
But then it's all going back and forth between these two families. They don't
hard to follow this.
They
this
don't
film.
like each other.
Hard to follow.
And then we get to our hero, Tromeo, Q or Kukui, I don't know, and he's putting CDs in the computer and sweating and touching on himself.
Yeah, I saw that. I was wondering about that because he's got it was a bunch of dirty pictures, right? And it's Shakespeare. But you know what?
He picked the less
that's
bad
right.
one.
He picked the one. She's like, "Ooh, I want to fall in love with you and your big wiener."
That's if you're gonna
it's like, well, if you got to make a choice like that,
if you're gonna have a dirty Shakespeare CD-ROM, you got to pick true love.
Yeah,
that's the lesson of the movie.
It really makes you think.
But
really makes you think.
But this whole time, I wonder, why do these two families hate each other? And but they set it up. The movie there's all kinds of filth in it, but it had a story to tell. We set up these two movies, and they're mad at each other, and we don't know why. But then the movie says, "Hey, here's why." And there's something about, but then it got dirty again. The Capulet man, he blackmailed the Q man into giving him his porno.
Yeah, took it right from. Well, it weren't okay. Well, now it wasn't a porno making dirty films at first. It was nice, like art movies, like nice ones that you watch
like
when you go to
ones
France.
That Jonathan shows us.
No, those ones all come from the States. You got to get those ones from.
Booby count is
you got to get those ones from France. I think they just right out the gate. I think it's negative. I think they probably got them going for the credits. Mm-hmm. And the other thing, you forgot about the dream in there. You can't. Listen to this one. It's Fabio. Yeah, Fabio getting right in the pool. Remember him? Remember him from your Harlequin romances?
I wrote it down.
You wrote that down?
Juliet was. She was with her girlfriend, but she confessed shamefully that when she's making love to her girlfriend, she sometimes secretly dreams of boys. And then we see what kind of dream she's having about boys.
With Fabio. Well, she can't help she's born that way. That's how you're born, Edna.
Well, I at the beginning of the dream, I was okay.
Were you thinking about Fab? Yeah, I bet you were.
It started as a nice dream, but then
they got flowers in the pool.
The old
I didn't care for that.
Penis monster.
Yeah, big slimer, big slime,
big wiener monster comes out.
Great big slimy donger coming out of there.
So her dream turned into a nightmare.
Yeah.
And but then and then you think the penis monster is the scary part.
No,
but then,
it wasn't.
But then she wakes up to get away from the penis monster, but her dirty dad's sitting in the bed with her.
Didn't care much for that. Disassociate a little bit. Larry the cat was there, so I was petting him instead of watching that filth on the screen.
Yeah,
there's no need of it.
He made her. She said that she was Daddy's little Crenshaw melon.
Well, I don't even know what that means.
I've never had a Crenshaw melon.
No, never heard of
Jonathan, can you see when you're making the show? Can you
get him to go on the computer?
A Crenshaw melon.
Can he still hear us?
Put it. He's got
Jonathan, get him on the Crenshaw melons.
We need to get to the bottom of this.
Get him on.
Everybody,
get him to do that. He's gonna do it in a picture right here.
In the comments,
he's gonna make it look like I'm holding it.
If you know what a Crenshaw melon is, and
well, he's smart. He'll get that figured right out.
Especially a Daddy's little one.
He'll get that figured right out.
You need to say in the comments below.
I hope it's something real offensive.
But yeah, so there's just a bunch of there's a love story happening, but everybody's getting killed and dismembered in this movie. It's crazy.
I mean, that's par for the course by now. We've seen every one of these movies we're watching. They all got titties in them. Then everyone's getting killed. Every single one of these movies.
Oh, we cut to a nice scene with the man and his little girl, and he's teaching her how to cross the street, and he says, "Sidewalk safe and the road's dangerous."
I'll tell you that.
But I thought it was good. But I've seen enough of these movies that as soon as that little girl starts talking about safety, I'm like, oh no.
Do you know that was coming?
Oh, I knew something was coming.
I didn't. I seen that.
The little girl.
I can't handle those jump scares. I'm getting too old for that.
I thought the little girl was gonna get her head smushed.
I'm getting too old for those jump scares
like that. But there was a big fight, and then the man got his head stuck in the. I'm scared something fierce about getting my face stuck in the car window. Do you ever worry about that?
I don't really put my face in the car windows.
Well, I don't either, and that's why.
I think you're probably okay. It feels like something you really got to try to do.
I don't know
that it just happens by accident. And I think the modern cars, they got a sensor on them, and they'll just go right back down. That's what I saw on how it's made. They had that about cars that go up, and then they get the window. It'll go right back down as soon as it gets there.
Well, so sometimes Jonathan, he comes pick me up, and then he drops me off at the villa, and I wanna lean in the window and give him a little kiss on the cheek goodbye, but I don't want to. I'm worried that my head's gonna get stuck in there, and Jonathan's gonna drive down the road.
No, it's not worth the risk,
I'll be
Edna.
hanging out the window going.
Then you know what happens? You know what happens after that? You fall out, crack your head off a fire hydrant.
He's gonna Jonathan. I don't think Jonathan would stop and make me bash my head.
Well, probably not.
Fire hydrant.
Not on purpose, but he probably wouldn't drive away with your head caught in the window either.
But so this
like a little Crenshaw melon.
That was the end of Act 1. The movie told us, so I didn't know how many acts there was going to be.
How come you didn't know? You didn't take Shakespeare in school. You said that already.
Well, there's acts. So Act 2.
Guess what? Act 2.
We open up on
where
Meat
you go?
World. Meat World, and Lorna, London Armstrong, what's his last name?
Landon Meat.
Landon Mr. Meat. He's Juliet's fiance, and he's one of those billionaire butchers that we all hear about.
I gotta tell you, I don't think he was that bad, Edna. He's got good job, career, right? He's got money. He's probably got a nice house.
Granddad used to tell
me.
Got
a nice house. He's managing the whole show. Seems to love her.
He's an innovator.
Yeah,
he invented
entrepreneur.
He wanted Juliet to try his raisin loaf.
Here. Dry slicer.
London. I'm macrobiotic.
It's like an olive loaf. Do you like olive loaf?
Can't say as I do.
But would you like it better if it had little raisins in there instead of olives? I don't care for olives. But
and you know
what's
what's the damnedest thing? Because I like olives and I like loaf. But as soon as you get them together, it's just too much, and I just can't do it.
I like raisins and I like loaf. I don't like
raisins.
Like them together, but it's something to think about, something to try. Maybe it's.
I used to like raisins, and one year I gave them out to the kids for Halloween. Guess what? I was picking raisins out of my friggin' gutters for the next 6 weeks.
Oh, that's too bad.
I'll tell you, something wrong with them.
There's something wrong.
Something happened to the kids.
Their hides tanned anymore. That's
I don't know if you should be beating your kids, Edna.
No, the children are the only people you're allowed to hit, and that's how it should be. That's how it should be.
I don't know about that.
But I think you should be able to hit Mr. Capulet again.
Oh yeah, give him a beating.
Just a bad man. They cut back to another nasty Capulet party, and they got dirty magazines on the mantle.
Guess what? Spits in the dip. Didn't care for that.
That was the cues. They came in.
I got a name written down. It's Pluto Fitzgibbon. Do you know what that was?
Pluto, I think that was Tromeo's girlfriend's boyfriend. I think he was Pluto.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, because we didn't say that. Okay, so Tromeo, he's got a girlfriend.
Yeah, Tromeo.
She's cheating on him with a guy licking her leg at the party.
Big old
and he stands up. Yeah, big old titties on her. And then he stands up, the Pluto Juniper there. He stands up. And he's about 85 feet tall. Thought for a minute, oh, look, it's the Fabio again. No, I think they just had two different big beef men coming out for this movie.
So Tromeo's in a cow costume. He had to, because Tromeo's not invited to the Capulet party.
So he can't be showing his face.
He's got a cow head on. He wants to surprise his girlfriend, but there's a man under the table licking her knee or something. And he was upset, but then because
he wasn't done licking her knee.
He's
nobody likes to be interrupted.
Excuse me.
Oh, Edna.
But then Tromeo, his heart was broken because Pluto's licking his lady's leg, and but he looked across the room and he saw beautiful Juliet, and it was love at first sight.
Now let me ask you this, Edna. What was she supposed to be dressed up as? Because I got here Jackie Kennedy.
Yeah, I forgot that it was a costume party.
It's costume party, but I got to tell you, it wasn't. She really kind of phoned it in.
I don't remember.
She really was phoning it in, and I think it's because she knows. Well, I'm already just pretty, and I'm so nice. I don't even got to wear a costume. That's not right. And she's hosting the friggin' party, isn't she? Her dad? Was it at her house?
It's a Capulet party. It's happening the day after the previous Capulet, but they have lots of parties. Didn't make any sense to me. Capulets.
Didn't get that.
But Tromeo comes over and he's all mooing around while she's dancing with the meat man. But she thinks that cow's real cute, and
based on nothing.
She's talking. Not a
damn thing.
She had a little stuffed cow at home. I think she likes them. And she's a vegetarian. That's why she didn't want to eat the raisin loaf.
She must have thought that guy was actually a cow, and she's like, "Oh, I love you."
Yeah, she loves cows. That's why she doesn't eat meat. But Tromeo and Juliet, they have a big kiss, but then those Capulets, they're all mad, and they said, "Hey, you stop kissing my cousin." And then Tromeo said, "Cousin, oh dear, you're a Capulet." And she says, "Tromeo,
oh no,
you're a Capulet. Oh no, we can't. Oh no." And that's the end of Act 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we introduced the families, and then the
conflict.
The two raisin loaf crossed lovers, they meet up.
Yeah.
And they have a kiss, but then everybody's mad again. So, and then she had another dream after that. It wasn't.
Yeah, listen to this one. You say what it was.
The Tromeo, they're making some whoopee. Did they show it? Yeah, they did, but then
for a bit.
But then she got pregnant.
Couldn't miss a chance on that.
And we thought there was going to be a little Tromeo and Juliet Jr. come
There wasn't.
out.
Guess what?
But what was?
Guess what was in there? It's popcorn.
You never believe
popcorn
in her
starts
pregnant
popping
belly.
out. It's going all crazy.
Popcorn.
Then,
and I thought this can't get any stranger.
Yeah. Well, guess what happened after that? Friggin' mice crawling out.
Come out of her popcorn belly.
And then
Tromeo's eating the popcorn.
Never saw the like of that in my whole life. And then friggin', what do you call them? The worms coming out.
Oh, the little
friggin'
doodles.
Worms coming out.
Little doodles, they're coming out.
Now that's what happens to you.
It's not a nice dream, and then she's
I didn't care for that.
She having a bad dream, and then she wakes up and old Speedo Daddy's in bed with her.
I don't like that either.
No, but
what's going on in these friggin' movies?
He's just laying in his underwear.
Kids are watching this.
They shouldn't be. I don't think it was meant for kids.
I think it's for kids.
But no, Dad, he's being creepy, and then he drags her down. He drags this little Crenshaw melon to a glass
Didn't care
box.
for this part either.
Just puts her in a glass box, and then Tromeo sneaks in, and they have a romance scene. It was romantic a little bit when they were doing it in the box. I mean, it's dirty, and you don't like to see that kind of thing. But they loved each other at least. It wasn't.
Yeah.
What did you think about that?
If they're in love, that's all right. But what you're doing in your glass box,
in a couple of days.
What you're doing they're getting married. They're getting married. What you're doing in a glass box, that's not for anyone to see. And just because you're in a glass box, don't be throwing your stones all around. Let me tell you about...
They'd be steaming up the glass in that box, probably.
You all right there, Ed?
Oh,
Your underwire digging into you?
It's digging into me.
Well, we'll get that fixed up for you. I'll take you over to Winners tomorrow. We'll get you a new underwire.
They do it in the box, and then Julia says, "No, Tromeo, I have to marry Landon."
She says, "Listen, I gotta go watch Regis and Kathie Lee."
I wrote it down.
Arbuckle.
Yeah, but they had to make plans, and Tromeo said, "No, you can't marry that other guy if you marry me first." And that was
foolproof
sweet.
plan.
Probably should have had this conversation before they getting all hot and heavy and improper. But it's the modern times, and Tromeo again, he's with all this sinning, he should go talk to a priest. He went to talk to him, and the priest, man, he's giving out bread on the street, and Tromeo says, "Hey, I need to talk." And then the man gives the bread to another man and says, "Hey, you give these."
Guess what? He runs. He frigs off with the bread.
Runs away with that charity bread. All those people lined up.
Can you imagine the state of that?
For himself.
Can you imagine that?
But I don't remember what was he do? He was making arrangements. He said, "Priest man,
listen, you're gonna marry us. I met this girl at a party.
This beautiful lady, and we need to."
She's got a fiance, but she doesn't like him. Listen, I didn't think he was that bad of a guy. He bought her friggin' aisle seat tickets so he can go pee whenever they want. I'm going to tell you something. Not everybody understands that. That's something real good. Like if I had a man buy me a ticket and he's like, "Here you go, aisle seat, baby," I'd be like, "Woohoo, strap it in. Don't get up if the light's on."
I didn't like the meat man. He's always stretching his face.
Well, he can't help it. He got a stretched out face.
He
can't help
his nose, and he's showing his teeth.
I'm just trying to rearrange myself here. I just kicked this mic right into my friggin' face. Oh, listen, I got a note here. It's important. We got to bring this up.
Okay.
It says her hair's raggedy. Her hair was some friggin' raggedy.
I didn't notice. Tell me about her hair.
Well, it looked like a friggin' rat's nest, and I bet you that's where all those rats that she was giving birth to, I bet you that's where they came out of her. That rat's nest right in her hair.
Yeah, they should have climbed out of her head.
Well, I didn't care. I didn't care for that either. You got to take care of your hair.
Yeah, and Juliet's she's got rats in her hair, and she's not patient. Tromeo's going and making arrangements, and he's gonna call her and tell her when he's gonna get married. But she's like, "Oh, he hasn't called me yet. I better tie up the phone line and call 1-900 full staff." Or
she's
like
calling
that.
these lines, the ones where everybody called phone, those. Everybody used to call those ones. Like, don't. It's not a weird thing.
Called that one.
Oh, Edna, yes, you did. Everyone used to call those lines, and you call up, and the guy's like, "Hey, baby, we're gonna do an erotic thing in private," and you're like, "Oh my gosh!" But then the way they get you costs money, and then you get your phone bill, $750, and
well, Juliet looked like
somebody
she was
I know,
getting her money
somebody
worth.
I know, they was calling. They were like, "Listen, NBTEL, I got this thing on my phone. It's a guy. He said he was gonna come over to my house and give me not the runs. Oh, don't need help with that. Don't need help with that. But he was gonna put the old dingle dong to her. And this is my friend. Remember this? Yeah, just somebody I knew. Anyways, person on the other end of the line, NBTEL, they say, "Listen,
Opal down the road." We shouldn't say.
So she was working there. Anyways, she says, Taffy's friend, she says, "Don't be calling those numbers because that's how you should get charged." Anyway, she wanted me to tell you that.
Well, I don't know if she wanted me to tell the whole internet, but thank you for
this is on a camera. Camera goes on TV, not internet.
Okay.
That's how you tell.
That's even worse, Taffy.
No, nobody watches the TV.
You're right. I watch the TV. I just watch The Price is Right.
Yeah.
Days.
Exactly. You think you're playing this on The Price is Right? I'm friggin', they're going to put us right on CNN. I don't think so.
So you think Juliet's telephone behavior was bad, but then when she hung up after having a real ring ding, she hung up, and Tromeo he's trying to call, he's getting a busy signal while she's getting busy. Ugh. And but he calls her.
Back's hurting.
He got a hold of her when he was pooping on the toilet. You can't talk to your bride to be
and he would have got away with it, but he's got to be dropping bombs in there.
Yeah, you gotta at least take a pause in between the noisy business.
You go mute your phone, fart, unmute it. But think about the household he grew up in, though. His father's drunk and farting all the time, so he doesn't know any different.
His pants every day.
Oh, excuse me.
That's
pardon.
Improper. That's are you Capulet?
I think I've been having.
Or Team Q.
I feel pretty good tonight. I feel really fast and loose.
I mean, Taffy.
I'm Taffy, members. Holy.
Of course you are. Who else would you be? So we cut from toilet poop and phone call right to the romantic wedding. Yeah. That's a good transition.
That's nice.
And,
palate cleanser. That's what they call that. That's what that film technique's called.
They get
when they show you shit and then they show you a wedding. That's called the palate cleanser.
Yeah. then they got tattoos next to their pubic hairs.
Yeah. And listen to this one. Listen to this one. I was thinking about. They're out there. They're getting it done in the friggin' Golden Gate Bridge or whatever that's in New York, right?
I think this is in New Jersey.
Okay, well, same difference. And then
Tromaville.
Yeah. And then guess what? They got a friend who does tattoos. So why are they out in the street friggin' come on.
A different guy. You could
feel your head.
He accidentally they didn't want to get accidentally stabbed in the eyeball with the tattoo gun.
Spoiler alert.
We're getting ahead of ourselves, but that was the tattoos, and Tromeo was crying because the tattoo hurt too much. That was funny.
Yeah.
That was the end of Act 3, and then we jump back to Landon the Meat Man. He's just bashing his head on a pig carcass. He's
put his face right in the friggin' googers of the. Holy!
He's upset that Juliet broke off the wedding. I
couldn't even friggin' handle that. He put his face right in the pig's guts. He's cut right open.
then
didn't care for that one bit.
His nasty cousins come in, and one of them has a stick with an Adolf Hitler face on it for some reason.
What about that?
He's got his Hitler stick, and he's ready to do it. And this is where the fight happens. And somebody gets a tattoo needle
right in the eye.
One guy, he stood behind another man, and he peed all over the back of his pants.
Right on his butt. He took his old pecky out, peed right in it. Then he takes his face, puts it on. Now I got written down here, major pain. So someone must have yelled that out.
Yeah, he said when he got the needle in the eye, he said it's a major pain.
Probably. Imagine it was.
I bet. But then this fight spills out into the streets, and then
what were they singing?
And then
Peanut.
That came a bit later. There was a family driving down the road talking about finding the peanut
in my pocket.
But we have a car with a ladder hanging out the side. And it's a wide load, and for some
that must
reason,
have been my car. I'd be driving that car around wide load. The arse on me.
Now, if I was on the side of the street and the car was coming and a ladder was sticking out the side
I'd
of the car,
put my head out.
The injury that I thought that I might get wasn't going to be my arm would fall off. That was the car, it clipped him. And his arm fell off, and Tromeo caught it. But then the one-armed man is being carried around on this ladder, and then he
scratched my back, and it made the thing go.
Oh, it's Jonathan's up there controlling the camera.
Don't do that.
Don't do it. It's too twitchy. It's too twitchy.
Why is he doing that?
I don't know. But then the one-armed man.
His couch is itchy.
We need to get a better couch, Jonathan. I don't know why we spent him $10 million.
Everyone he knows in the planet slept on it. It's gross.
I think, this looks like there's probably some.
You had your house 20 years. Side. Get a freaking new couch.
Oh, we're in the Golden Fear studio. This isn't Jonathan's house.
I don't know where I am. I don't know what's going on tonight.
We're in Hollywood.
Woo, baby.
So he lost his arm, and then he fell off the car, and he got his head chopped off by a lift gate, and then his head fell on the Peanut family's car, and
kids loved it.
They had a big crash.
We were saying earlier, the kids are friggin' weird now. These kids they see a cut off head, laughing, can't even contain themselves.
About to sing a song about throwing a head around, probably. But
car explodes, flips over, and explodes. 2 different colors. The car is.
Yeah, and so Tromeo, he's in hiding because everybody's mad at him because he married Juliet. And he killed the Capulet cousin, but him and Juliet, they want to run away, but she can't run away. She wants to trick the Meat Man into not loving her anymore, or else the Meat Man and her dad's gonna be real sore about it because he thought that if his daughter married the Meat Man, then his meat billions would join up with his porno billions, and they'd be a real titan of industry.
Yeah.
And
2 kinds of meat. They're both beaten meat.
No. Tromeo's. I don't know.
What do you mean? No.
Does Tromeo own any of that tattoo parlor empire? He's only $1 million.
Can't imagine that. Can't imagine that.
But they
farting in that old apartment all day.
So Tromeo goes and he talks to the priest again, and he's got weird posters behind him saying that marriage is violence, and there's posters in the background that says it'll make you smoke cigarettes, and then there's a little dream scene with the priest and his son or something.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice.
But
man and his boy. So it's nice.
So nothing.
You like to see it.
Nothing to worry about.
You like to see that kind of stuff in a film.
Some people like to see it.
Yeah.
But Juliet's got her own plan. She's going to see Fu Chang in the opium den to get a magic potion that's gonna trick the meat man into not loving her.
Yeah,
so
she gets it bright green.
That's the end of.
That's what color poison is. Just saying.
Yeah, she got that, and that's our end of Act 4. We're going into final Act 5
already.
Yeah, Juliet takes her potion and she starts doing stuff, and there's sparkles, and she. I
like that.
She doesn't.
I like the sparkles. I like the sparkles, and she had diarrhea.
You
didn't see it. You didn't see it, but it
was probably
they insinuated because it was green coming out her mouth.
She's barfing up green foam, and
then she's all slimy.
She starts to get some welts, and it looks like her cheeks burned a little bit.
Then guess what? Remember what happens after that? Guess what happens after that?
Meat Man comes over to visit, and Fu Chang, he said, this is something that'll fool somebody that's only gonna look at the outside. And her outside
guess what?
Wasn't much to look at.
Turns into a friggin' cow.
Turned into a gross whole-faced cow, and she had a hoof and a hand, and
she did.
She tried to trick London. Is like, oh no, I didn't know you had a cow face.
I didn't know you were. I didn't know you were a cow. And she's like, oh, I'm just having a bad day.
Just acne. Daddy said he doesn't let you see me except on good days, and he's no.
He's like,
my bride to be's got a monster cow face, and then he jumped out the window. Problem solved.
Yeah. That's the end of that.
And
it's a pretty good plan when you think about it. It worked pretty good.
He jumped out the window, and then the dad, he's mad. He comes up, but Tromeo and the priest, they come to the rescue, and they punch everybody in the face. And
let me ask you just this one question about this one now. When she's a cow, she's pulling up her dress. Look at this. I got you a present. It's a big wiener.
I thought it was a cow tail.
Well, I thought it was I thought she was going to have udders.
Cow tail in the front.
I feel like that's a real missed opportunity because you got a cow lady. She's going to have some udders on her because every time you get a boy cow dressed up, they've got udders, and that doesn't make a lick of sense.
Yeah, it's true. But this all everybody's going crazy. The dad's mad. He comes up. He starts beating up on his little Crenshaw Melon. But Tromeo and the priest, they come to save the day, and they
just in time.
They shove a hairdryer in Daddy
right in his
mouth, and they put some feminine hygienes up his nose. And then they smash a TV on his head, and he tries to even with the TV on his head. He's
still going.
He really wants to put them both in that glass box in the weird room.
Not really sure what that was about, but
it's
all right.
I saw
when you got a glass box, you don't throw a stone.
He's walking around with the TV on his head, and the cord was dangling. I thought somebody was going to trip and fall, but it was much worse. They plugged in the TV, and he went.
It's about as bad as you can get. Wires all over the friggin' place. I don't know why. Before, when she was being a cow, it was sparkly. Don't know why they couldn't have put a little sparkle, just one or two in there to be the electricity. But that's all right. I'm not the one making the movie. I don't know. I've never made a movie.
No, not yet. We're sort of making a movie right now.
We should make a movie.
Okay.
It's not gonna have any sex in it at all, and no violence.
Well, if we can get the man from the dreams without the penis monster,
I don't want to. No, we're gonna make a movie. No,
we'll have
no wiener monster, no titty.
Okay. But so the Daddy Capulets' head explodes, and you think it's going to be a happy ending, and Tromeo and Juliet are going to be together forever. But then the big twist.
Yeah, listen to this.
The big twist.
Listen to this.
The Tromeo's dad, Monty Q, he comes. Did he fart at all? He was probably farting.
I think there was one or two.
He runs up, and Tromeo's mom, who was Capulet's wife, we forgot to say that he stole the movie business from him, but he also took his wife.
Or the wife too. Yeah.
And so
the one he was beaten earlier.
So she's Tromeo's mom. And Tromeo's dad comes, and they say, "Oh, actually, Tromeo, you're not my real son from Montague, and it turns out that Tromeo is Daddy Capulets' son too. Yeah. So Tromeo and Juliet are brother and sister.
But guess what? We already know they don't care about that.
Oh no, the lovers aren't going to be able to get together. But then they're like,
not in these films, Edna.
We love each other.
Sicko films.
They have
pervert.
They have a big brother sister smooch, and they ride off into the sunset, and they have their happy romantic ending. It's interesting. There was a little bit of later on after they go to the future, and there is a lesson here because they go to the future, and Tromeo and Juliet are brother and sister, but we went to the family barbecue, and Tromeo and Juliet, their kids are all mutant monster faces.
They got faces all over their face.
Well, two of the kids had monster mutations on their faces.
The baby, nothing wrong with them.
They made a big thing about they're going to pick up the baby, and they had his back to the scene. And you're like,
that's called a fake out.
What's the front of this baby going to look like? And
didn't look like nothing. Didn't look like nothing. It looked like a sweet little angel baby.
Turn him around, and the little baby's just a normal one.
Just a normal little baby.
So if you're a brother and a sister, and you're having babies, you got a 1 out of 3 shot that it's not a mutant monster. So that's some hope.
It's better odds than some people got, tell you that.
And then some weird bald man with a mustache laughed, and that was the end of the movie.
Yeah, it sure was.
So this is do you know about these Shakespeare stories?
Well, and they made us read them in school. And I didn't know what was going on, mostly because I was at the back of the class, not paying any attention. So, yes and no, and I know it from, Simpsons will do it, but I don't really know about the stories, and I don't know what they're talking about.
There's shows where, the two families are fighting and the kids have a romance. I think that's a thing. If you take out all the green foam and the daddy diddling and the brothers and sisters and the lopped off arms and the boobies and the needle in the eye and the
kids with the faces,
the monster wiener, the monster
blown
kids,
up car,
the big
cowgirl
flipping car, the cowgirl
Fabio
monster face pouring it. Fabio was okay, but if you take away all that at its core, there is kind of a romantic love story here.
Yeah.
And they were brother and sister, and there was lots of people that got hurt along the way. But it's really about this boy and this girl, and they had love at first sight, and they made it work.
Really makes you think, doesn't it?
It does.
Really makes you think.
Love like that. Sometimes you find out that it's your long lost sister, and you just got to roll with the punches.
And you're like, well, got to decide: am I going to have monster kids or not get my back blown out? That's the choices you got to make.
Yeah. It's brother Tromeo or
it's a Sophie's choice.
Landon Meat Man. Well, Landon Meat Man, he jumped out the window, so that wasn't an option anymore. But
I would have went for him.
Maybe Pluto.
I would have went.
Maybe the girlfriend.
Oh, the leg looking
with the earrings in her face.
Yeah,
that would have been it. So do you?
Well, you just do that till you get married.
Yeah, then you take them out and you put on a dress and you make a pie. That's how it works.
Yeah.
But do you think that people should watch this movie?
And I think it's the funny thing about art is that oftentimes it's not good, but you got to be respectful. So give it a watch, make it decide for yourself. That's what I'm gonna say. What do you think?
I think I'll go with that. We've got right on the front. There's kissing.
Is that the cow lady?
A little bit of cow face.
Let me see. Give me that.
Cow face.
Yeah, look, it's got the cow lady on it.
Tromeo and Juliet
was there the whole time.
Yeah, and we got. Oh, there's spoiler. There's the penis monster on it.
Right on the cover.
That's there.
Great.
But
right in 4K.
I think what bothered me more than all the murders and the smut is just when people kept talking and saying these weird words, and I didn't know what they were talking about.
They were talking about. If I'm going to watch a movie, I want to see it.
A movie, boy, people need to talk normal.
Or put the words on the bottom. That's what those other movies do.
I don't like to read words in the movies.
I do like
normal.
it.
Just talk
I like
normal.
reading while I'm watching a movie.
Whenever
it's good for your brain, Edna.
Whenever somebody's talking funny or there's words at the bottom, I just say talk normal.
It's good for your brain.
Show me a movie with
it's good for your brain to read when you're watching.
Yeah. So I guess that's it. Watch it. Maybe it's love. There's a romance in there. Maybe you go and
wait till the kids are gone to bed. Watch it when the kids are gone to bed.
If there's some other way to take in just the love story without all the monsters and the killing and the gruesome, maybe if somebody else wrote like a nice version of this where it's just the two people and they fall in love and the families and it's romantic and
then maybe they die at the end.
Yeah, that would be sad.
It would be, but sometimes
tragic. That's a good twist. Instead of being brothers and sisters, maybe they both.
One of them takes the potion. What if instead of a cow, she takes a potion, goes to sleep? Mm-hmm. Tromeo comes in. Oh, she died.
Oh,
so he's like, oh, jeez, I don't even want to be alive. So he goes. She wasn't really dead. She wakes up, sees him.
Oh, she was just fooling and pretending to be.
And then she's like, well, frig.
Oh, and then he's... Oh,
that's how they should have ended it.
That's
sad.
We should do a movie.
You would have thought that?
You came up with that?
Yeah.
That's a much better end. So,
I think so.
I think if somebody, maybe Edna and Taffy and Jonathan, the three of us, we'll do a remake of Tromeo and Juliet, and we'll take out all the violence,
all the bad parts,
all the
dead. Take the squirrel out.
No squirrel.
Won't be any dead animals.
No wiener monster. No icky brother and sister
or dad. Creepy dad. No creepy. No beating your wife.
No creepy dad. No punching. No. Let's make one.
No car crash.
Do we need to have people?
Don't have it in New Jersey.
I don't think
nobody's talking funny.
We'll take out the talking funny. There's
no glass room.
There's probably a different way that we could tell this story that would be nicer that people should watch.
Yeah, I agree. But I will say, if you like that kind of gross stuff, gross sex stuff, and gross slimes, there you go.
There you go. So that's it, I guess. It's gold. Normally, Jonathan hands me what shows he's got, but he's way up in the booth, so
we can't do you that, can he?
You don't get to go see Jonathan do his little skits.
I guess not.
So that's it for Golden Fears.
Well, if he's going to be saucy all the time,
and maybe if he knew how to get a better couch, people would come to see his skits.
Yeah.
But my name is Edna.
I'm Taffy. It's nice to see you.
This is Golden Fears, and Jonathan's off to the side somewhere. You'll have to believe us. And normally Jonathan tells us when I
don't know what we're supposed to do.
Do we just?
I don't know what we're supposed to do.
Do we just go?
What do we do? Do we just leave it going?
Future John here. If you want to see me do some stand-up, my show No Jokes Barred is happening at Wasted Day Brewing in St. John on Saturday, July 25th. And then again on Saturday, August 15th. They both end with 5, so that's pretty easy to remember. And also, I've got I'm doing a very serious one-man show called Role Model during the Fundy Fringe Festival here in St. John from August 18th to 22nd. This is a romantic story about how teaching was the one that got away from me, and I always wondered if I went back, if things would have been different this time, and they were, for reasons which may surprise you. So you can come see that again on August 18th to 22nd, somewhere, I think, in Uptown St. John. I don't have the venue or the timing situations yet, but the Fundy Fringe Festival has its own website. You can pay attention to that. That's where they'll be. Anyway, thank you for watching Golden Fears. Goodbye.